JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown, and they're here. I haven't seen them in I don't know how long. Chris and Johnny from Coldplay. Fellas, how you been, and where? I'm looking at you on Zoom. Where you at right now?
Hello, JoJo. It's lovely to see you. We've been okay, and we are in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a basement.
Johnny, Chris looks a little suspect right now, like he doesn't know where he's at. Is that?
Well, yeah, it is. It is true. It is true. We are here.
But we only just got here. I think we're all a little turned around.
This last, I don't know, year plus has been super bizarre. Like, I feel like we've been living in a sci-fi movie. That's kind of how I describe it. How has your pandemic experience been, Chris and Johnny?
Well, you know, it's been, well, we felt really lucky to have each other. We've managed to arrange some recording sessions where we could all get together in various places around the world. And so we feel incredibly grateful to have, still be able to do what we love doing, and still be able to hang out with each other, and so it was almost felt guilty about that,
I think it's a feeling of like, wow, we shouldn't ever take this for granted, because it's a real gift and a blessing that we're able to do our job.
So basically, you guys were locked in the studio before pandemic on a daily. And in the middle of same thing. So your life, in a way, just nothing really changed, sort of.
Nothing really changed, sort of. Exactly. That's how I would put it.
Yeah.
All right.
Same for you, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I've been locked in the studio, and I never same thing. Album in progress, I'm told. What can you say about this album? What can you leak, if anything? Give me a little something here.
I think we're going to finish an album on Thursday.
Really?
I think that'll be the day. Yeah, we're all going to, when you finish an album, you go to a thing called mastering, which is like the final little polish. Mm-hmm. Right. I think we're all going to go to that together on Thursday and hand it in like homework. But
it's only 2 weeks late.
But all of us are quite weird about when you have to say it's done. It's a strange feeling because you can't change it anymore. So it's a mixed feeling of like, oh man, did we get this right? But that's what we're going to do this Thursday. JoJo.
I was chatting with you guys. This was years ago. So I forget which one of you told me this, but after you release an album or a song, it's hard to listen to that track again because you second guess everything. Like, I should have put this there. This should have been higher. That should have been lower. Is that still the case, or am I just crazy? Is that crazy thing?
No, I think that's very true, and I'm sure it's the same for you if you hear yourself back, or for people in movies and stuff. But we love playing the songs again live so much, but when you hear the recording, because it's suddenly frozen in time, you can't tweak it at all. There's a side of you that's like, oh, should have got this better. But I know that's not unique to us, that feeling.
Yes, it's stranger on older tracks because obviously you almost feel like you were a different person when you were recording them. So it's almost it's a strange feeling.
So album coming soon, you guys. Look out for details. Your fans are beautiful, wonderful, lovely people, but every now and then somebody gets a little extra. I would love to hear one of those crazy fan encounters, if you have one.
Yes. Well, like you said, our fans, or the people who like our music, are just wonderful, incredible. We really love interacting. I think when people have tattoos is an amazing thing, and it's sort of like a raising of the bar of like, okay, we have to try and be as good as possible so this person never feels embarrassed about this tattoo. That's what it makes me feel like.
These lyrics are better be good.
Like, we better up our game because I don't want this person to get teased in the schoolyard.
Johnny, have you seen your face on somebody's lower back? Is that
No, I haven't. No, and I hope to never see that.
Really?
Yes. I think that would be a mistake for someone to do that.
Well, you're a very charming individual.
Yeah.
I'm debating putting his face on my lower back right now.
Have you ever seen that, JoJo? For you?
I've never seen my face on someone's lower back. Maybe that's a dream I can aspire to someday.
I think as someone who I never regretted putting Justin Bieber on my back.
Well, I can't blame you. It's a very nice cat. It's a beautiful cat. I've seen it.
Yeah. I might get it changed every couple of years when he changes his hair.
Add a little mustache to it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Tour details. What are we talking about when it comes to live shows?
Well, we're rehearsing a lot. aren't we? And we're sort of preparing for the moment when we can do it again.
Yes.
We're sort of in hope, really.
So we're really good at practicing at the moment,
So
but we don't have any idea when we might be able to actually play for people. So it's a strange sort of vacuum feeling. I can't. It's
front of
weird.
3 people, you're amazing. In front of 3 or 4 people, you can rock out. But in front of a crowd, we're not quite sure how it's going to look.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting. It's like everyone else in the world. We're just sort of waiting to be given permission to ask people if they want to come.
But when it happens, they will show up. I can't wait. I can't wait to get back to live shows. Although it'll be kind of weird to jump in with no mask or however we do it. It's going to be a change for sure. Well, fingers crossed, everything goes great. Of course, talk about Max Martin, because I've heard you guys talk about Max, producing this new album. Almost like a love affair you guys have with this guy. Like you've been waiting your life to work with him. And I'm exaggerating a bit, maybe.
No,
Not really.
you should see the texts.
Yeah. No, it's a very, we feel very lucky to have run into Max, and he's really brought our band to life in a different way and inspired us a lot. And we always felt like we might be heading each other's way over the years, and just waited till the time was right and the songs were right, and it's just been a joy. I don't even have any joke to say. It's just been wonderful.
After 20 years, this is probably our favourite experience in the studio.
Yeah, definitely right up there. It felt like, Phil Jackson joining the Bulls or something like that. Like, this guy's going to make us better.
I can't wait to hear this thing, and I've met Max once. He seems like a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great person, yeah.
The collab of you guys should be nice. What do people need to know about Higher Power?
Well, we what, I don't know, it's a very, we're going to do like a QVC pitch right now. Well,
It's just over 4 minutes long.
yeah. Is it just over 4 minutes?
I think so. Is it just under?
I think George is looking for more than how long it is. We can tell you that it's under 5 minutes long. It's mainly
over 3 minutes.
Mainly in English, and
All right, we got
we're not great salesmen, George. I'm sorry.
2-part question, guys, and I can only imagine what you're going to say with this one. First of all, what's the biggest crowd you've ever performed for? And the complete flip of that, have you ever been booed?
Oh, what a great question. Let's answer the second one first. Absolutely, we've been booed. And I'm sure we still get booed occasionally by a few people in the crowd, but you just can't hear them anymore. but we were booed a lot in...
That'd be Johnny's mom.
When we first came to America, we were playing in some radio festivals, and we were quite light acoustic band, and we were playing with a lot heavier bands, and some of their audience, possibly with the confidence of beer, expressed to us that they felt we could have been a little heavier. But they used language that I can't possibly say to you, Jojo. You're a young, handsome guy. You don't want to hear what we got told.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least nothing got thrown on stage.
No, that things did get thrown on stage,
They
and
did.
yeah. But someone threw their car keys and hit our bass player.
What?
Which made me feel like, how's that guy going to get home? Because guy's
You
not
want a
going to
guy
throw
to
him back.
drive?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Your band is so bad, but you drive me home.
Oh my God! I wonder how he did get home. Well,
It's a good question. And then the other part of your question was the biggest. I don't know. I lost count after about 57 people. And then
so at least,
I mean, I like some amount of 1,000 people.
all right.
Somewhere under 1 million.
Yeah. We're very good at song lengths and crowd sizes.
Interview stuff. All right. When you guys tour, which I know another tour is coming up at some point, do you use the infamous hotel alias? Do you have a hotel alias?
Yes.
All right. Don't tell me what it is, obviously, because you don't want those things to leak out. But can you share an old one? I have an obsession with hotel aliases.
Okay. Yes. We no, I can't actually. I can't remember. But my current one is Barbara Streisand. Yeah. No, it's not. And but the funny thing is, man, it's like the HotelAliases don't really work at all. I think it's just to make the band feel good about themselves that, oh, we're special, because it really doesn't make any difference, and all that happens is someone starts calling you by a name that you're like, who's that?
Yeah.
Like, hello, Mr. Tiddlywinks. I'm like, who's that?
Yeah, or you try and get your room key, and they're like, have you got any ID? And then they won't give you a key.
So we spend most of our nights in corridors of hotels because we can't get into our own room.
So your body doesn't say bend over. It's just not going to
No, yeah.
I am obsessed. If you don't know this about me, I'm obsessed with the paranormal. Ghosts, UFOs, all that stuff. I've got a podcast called Paranormalish. Chris, I know you're obsessed with aliens and you believe that UFOs exist, which I do as well. Johnny, where do you stand on all this UFO or ghost? Have you had an experience?
I'm pretty agnostic. I think I'm not sure really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're open to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me too.
If you ever, when it comes time to book these, tours, at some point, you're going to have an option to stay in the haunted room of the hotel or a normal room. I would love if you would pick the haunted room because a lot of these hotels, they've been around for a while. They have a haunted room. I think I think as your friend, you should, as my friend, you should stay in that room.
Okay.
And report back.
I'll try.
Would you do that, Jojo? Can you stay in a haunted room?
I would love to.
Okay.
With my, and report back and let me know what happens, if any. All right. They're shaking their heads like I'm full of crap.
No, I don't think I think I'm just thinking about it like, yeah, cool.
Of course, we've known you as Coldplay forever. I do have a thing for rejected band names. Like back in the day, you guys were known by some pretty wild names. What are some of those names that you chose to just get rid of?
The Trumpet Brothers, Two Dutch Ice Skaters, the Kangaroo Twins, many a McDonald in my hometown. Old McDonald had some lip balm. We had so many names, and most of them were declared unusable by our lawyers. So for a while
McDonald's lawyers.
we settled on Red Exit Valentine Lipstick Collective, but that got nixed.
Yeah.
So we just went with Coldplay.
Wow. Okay. Didn't know that. That's good to know. All right. Coldplay is hanging.
Yeah, it's good. That's a fact. Those are real facts, Jojo.
I did hear one that you guys were called Pectorals or something like
Pectorals.
that.
That was not a band we were in. That was a band that we made for our roommate at the time, who was, for want of a better word, ripped. And we felt like he deserved his own boy band, and we wrote one song for him, and he told us to go. He told us to go.
What else? What am I forgetting to ask you guys? I mean, is something else on deck that I should have brought up?
I think you've done an amazing interview, Jojo. And if you want a reference from us and future jobs, you're very good at what you do, and you're keeping it, and you're doing a countdown, and you're talking to us like 8,000 miles away. You didn't miss anything.
All right, if somebody needs a reference for me, I'm going to say Chris and Johnny said I did a.
Yes.
Right. Get on this track, or you're a terrible person. I think that's safe to say. You think Chris and Johnny?
No, that's not true at all. But all right, carry
on. Album coming out, relatively soon. Look out for that, fellas. It's a pleasure to spend a couple of minutes with you. I can't wait to see you in person here in LA at some point. When should I expect you guys in the flesh?
You should expect us at 4:30 p.m. next Saturday.
Beautiful. All right.
We'll meet at your mum's house, and we'll do a 9-hour interview, okay? And we'll ask you questions.
Lovely. All right, at the end of every countdown, fist bump to make it official. So, Chris and Johnny, if you could tap the cam, give me a little. Bam!
Thank you, Jojo. We love you, man.
Love you guys. Have a great one.
Thanks, Jojo.
Bye.